Hey guys, today I'm going to go over one of the biggest mistakes I see people making when trying to play T-side Nuke. And that mistake is not understanding how to properly affect the CT's rotations. So real quick, I'll just go over the start spots for CT side so you can understand exactly where people will be. So a standard CT round would look like this, just two people coming towards A, one person dealing with door, one person dealing with hut, one rifler coming ramp, one rifler towards outside, maybe towards like mini, and then one opper floating around, maybe heaven, maybe outside with the other rifler, but just floating around the map. Alright, now that you know where the CTs are usually starting on any given rifle round, we can use our smokes and our bodies to our advantage. Pause. Use our smokes and our players, depending on where we're sending them, to our advantage to affect the CT's rotations to our liking. One of the most simple ways this is done is with the red smokes, which are thrown like this. You just come to the back of this truck, aim right here, jump there. Come to this part of the truck, get the red, aim right here and jump there. And these smokes will land here and block off any vision of the CTs that are trying to hold the cross down to secret, so that way we can kind of try and force a rotate down the vent or force like the ramp player to rotate down. But just throwing these two secret smokes might not always be enough, or it might not actually do what we wanted. It might force like a wrong rotate, or it might just force, a ramp rotate when our call is going to be to end A and then we're still going into 3A, so there was really no point, right? So something I don't see a lot of people talk about when they're going over how to affect CT rotations on Nuke is pressuring the side of the map that you don't want the rotate to come from. Alright, so I'll just explain this real fast with an example. So let's say we threw red smokes at the start of the round and the CTs have a mini player, and we also didn't nade the door or throw any vent pressure. The rotate that makes the most sense in this scenario for the CTs would be having the mini player go down the vent, so he can keep info for lower quick, so he can come down vent and hold this line or something, or push forward and just keep the info. So that's pretty bad for us if we are trying to end the round somewhere, because this guy gets so much info on us, and especially if we're trying to end lower, this guy's here so fast and ready to stuff us, so ending lower would be very hard in this situation. So in this case, if you're wanting to throw red smokes and end towards the lower right away through outside, you definitely want someone coming lobby and nading the door, throwing a lurk smoke on vent, flashing in the mini, because then this mini player isn't going to be able to quick rotate down the vent because they don't have the info on if you're down here, and of course he's not going to want to just blindly walk down through the smoke. That way, if they are going to rotate down to lower, it almost always has to be the ramp player, because this mini player and A players are we can't get down vent, so the ramp player is the next rotate, and you're pulling the op to pick up ramp, the ramp player is going down, he is definitely not going to beat you there if you're going fast outside, so the rotate's a lot longer, and you just successfully messed with the CT's rotates. And this can work the same way if you're trying to end ramp too, just throw the same red smokes and pressure vent, so the ramp player needs to drop, and that way you can try and pop out ramp or walk out ramp off that timing, and the op probably won't be here right away, so there'll be a delay in the ramp hold and you might have a timing. Alright, I'll give one more example. So let's say your team is trying to end towards A, that's the call, let's fake outside with whatever smokes. It could be these new version of the C smokes, or whatever you want to call them, G2 smokes, or the red smokes, or literally any smokes outside, and then end A. If you do the opposite of what I said before and pressure lobby and door too hard this round, the A players are going to be yo, I can't be the rotate, right? I need to stay towards A, they're heavy lobby, or they need a door, I can't get down vent. They could be down vent, I can't get down vent, I have to stay towards A, and then your whole plan is to end A. You're doing yourself a disservice. They're just you're making them stay in their spot for you to end towards that spot. So in this situation, before we end A, it might be good to have your teammates come ramp and pressure off this ramp player, make him afraid that we might be coming ramp, maybe do an op boost, crouching here, having your op boost and peek, or even just if they don't have an op or you're not worried about it, just jump these angles and take fights on this guy or make some noise to his ramp, so this guy isn't gonna instant rotate down and leave A stacked, and it might be an A player rotating down vent with a door smoke because the ramp player can't rotate. Alright, so basically moral of the story is just understand where you're pressuring around the map and how that affects the rotates of the CTs before you are planning to end the round. If you pressure A, the A players aren't going to want to rotate. If you pressure ramp, the ramp player isn't going to want to rotate. If earlier in the game we've been mini splitting a lot with these smokes, you know, we can almost guarantee this mini player is going to be like, hey, they've been mini splitting a lot, I'm going to stay mini. You know, just think about these things when you're playing these rounds, and it will really help you when, you know, trying to mess with the CT's rotates. That's all I have for today. I hope this information can help you. I can go into more depth on how to play T-side Nuke in another video, or how to play Nuke in its entirety. If you guys want that, just let me know. I just wanted to keep the video kind of short and sweet, just, you know, lay out the information, give some examples. But if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments or join my Discord and I'll answer them there. If I'm live on Twitch, you can ask me in the chat and I'll definitely answer. But yeah, that's basically it. Hope you have a good day. Hope you do well in your games, and yeah, see ya.